I'm really excited to react to some of 2024's most offensive Halloween costumes. But in typical BuzzFeed fashion, BuzzFeed has published an article warning everyone what not to wear on Halloween to avoid offending anyone's sensitivities. They say, please, please, please do not wear any of these wildly offensive Halloween costumes this year. I can't believe I even have to say some of these.
There was none of these that I found wildly offensive.
Well, I guess, people are so sensitive now.
Let's start with the first
even
one.
Even these will hurt their feelings.
You can't go as Ozempic, so Lizzo's in trouble.
Yep, Lizzo's already canceled.
I also saw that she went as, she's had like multiple costumes. She went as Face Card yesterday.
Like what, a credit card with her face on it or something?
Like it's like a full, yeah.
That's clever. You can't dress up as Liam Payne because he died.
Yeah.
So you can't dress up as anyone who's dead, I'm assuming.
I saw a video, like a screenshot yesterday on Twitter. It says, here's why removing dates from Twitter is from YouTube is a bad idea. And it was a video from Liam Payne titled, I'm Back.
Oh, yeah, that could go terribly wrong.
Yep.
Let's stay away from any dead celebrity where the costume has something to do with their death.
Adrienne Curry gets a shout out from them here.
They called her out. And you cannot dress up as Diddy either. That would be offensive. Nothing to do with white parties, because that's related to Diddy as well.
Maybe you're just going as a Miami socialite.
Right, how would they know?
Everyone in Miami wears white all the time. I could be like, I'm going as an extra from CSI Miami.
Or these days you could wear sunglasses inside and everyone's going to think that you're dressing up as Diddy.
Exactly.
You can't dress up as Diddy's baby oil either. You can't dress up as an IDF soldier. No. Or Putin. Or Kim Jong-un. Or Hitler.
I want to know why it says nuke nuke.
I don't know.
Why nuke twice?
He needs to really emphasize that he's holding a nuke. Yeah.
Okay.
You definitely can't dress up as Hitler.
Of course. Taylor Swift, that makes
Holocaust victim.
Taylor Swift in bad company, given that she wore that costume that 1 year.
Right.
Can't go as Anne Frank.
Yeah, you can't go as anything related to Roe v. Wade or abortion. Didn't know that was a thing. And you can't dress up as a Handmaid's Tale character, which you're only allowed to do if you're protesting in favor of abortion.
Wait, so I have a question. This is a legitimate question for you. Who's going as the abortion doctor? Is it what
is that? Like, who is that person?
See, to me, I see the person going as the abortion doctor as like the rabid feminist.
No, they're literally chaotic neutral. Like this, this person is the embodiment of chaotic neutral.
The point I was trying to make is it's like I imagine it being a rabid feminist, but what it actually is somebody who can move between friend groups to do that.
And you were just offending everyone.
Yeah,
like literally no one isn't offended. Like because if you're pro-abortion, you think that it's trivializing it, and you think that you want to hide the brutality of abortion. If you're pro-life, you think it's also trivializing it, so you're offended too. Yep. This person is completely just chaotic neutral. You're also not allowed to dress up as Donald Trump, which
I do appreciate.
I don't understand.
I do appreciate the gap around the eyes for the
spray tan.
The spray tan.
But if you're dressing up as Trump, it's impossible to tell whether you're doing it to insult him or compliment him.
Yeah.
Which I think is a reason to dress up as Trump. Like, that's you're not going to offend anybody because no one will know if you're trying to mock him.
It's the point I always make. I said hipsterism died when nobody would wear MAGA hats, ironically, because they're too afraid of having to explain it to people.
You're also not allowed to put your kid in any political costume either. And nothing related to Trump's assassination attempt.
I like how they make it out to be as if they're reaching across the aisle to make that statement. They're like, hey, we don't find assassination attempts of any president funny.
You can't dress up as the JD Vance couch meme.
Why?
Why not?
No, seriously, why?
No dead version of a politician. Why? Wait, suddenly we can't make fun of politicians. When did that happen?
These people love the government. These people love government in all its forms.
Okay, you cannot dress up as any dead or zombie version of any famous dead person.
By the time we got here, I started to wonder if this article was trolling.
I know, but it's BuzzFeed, so you know they're being serious.
Yeah, I can't tell.
No zombie football players, especially if their brains are showing, because it's insensitive to them for having CTE.
The first time I saw this, it reminded me of the scene in Not Another Teen Movie where the guy gets tackled by two people and cut in half.
Oh yeah, I remember
and it says,
that.
"Walk it off, Ricky."
Well, you can't dress up as that because it's offensive.
Can't go as Osama bin Laden.
Right. No terrorist costumes. Nothing related to immigrants. And
Can't go
you
as
can't
an
dress
illegal
up as the southern border wall. I didn't know that was an option.
What if you
can't be a sexy border patrol agent?
What if you said I'm going as Pink Floyd's The Wall instead?
I think you could get a pass.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, there's this
No sexy border patrol agents.
no sexy ICE agents, no sexy cops because ACAB can't be a sexy SWAT team.
This has to be trolling.
No January 6th related costumes
Well,
either.
nobody was ever actually charged or convicted of insurrection, so you can do whatever you want there.
Yeah, you can also not dress up as any serial killer.
So let me get this straight. Ryan Murphy can make a bunch of money showing serial killers, not even telling the truth half the time, but you can't pay money to go out and do it on Halloween. Okay,
Yeah.
so where do you draw the line there? It's okay to make money doing a true crime podcast where you talk about these things, but going out for one night for a party is just a bridge too far. Are both of them not trivializing the horrors of human behavior in some way?
And how would we cope with the horrors of humanity if we weren't able to make jokes about it?
That's the whole point, is that life is a lot less arduous when you can laugh at yourself.
No Menendez brothers costumes.
Nope.
No O.J. Simpson costumes. No Sid and Nancy costumes. No, I'm assuming you'd say that about any toxic relationship. No Joker and Harley costumes. No Sharon Tate costumes. No JFK or Jackie O costumes. No Epstein costumes.
No vaccine.
I cannot believe that's a thing.
This has to be fake.
The Epstein costume is crazy. You can't dress up as a COVID microbe or a vaccine. No cultural appropriation. That means no sombreros, no nothing.
Remember, that's because they believe that their idea of cultural enrichment is food trucks from other countries.
They will never stop dragging Hillary Duff for dressing up as a pilgrim. For like that was years
Try
ago, and they
harder.
bring it up every single year.
Can't be Julianne Hough.
Yep. Also offensive. Okay. What else? This just never ends. Nothing with the word slave in the name. No slave Leia costumes.
Nope.
You can't wear any sexy children costume,
so,
like
like, no
children's
yeah.
character. You can't be a sexy minion.
Tell that to everybody.
Or sexy Dora the Explorer.
Tell that
or,
to everyone yesterday who was doing their hear me out things. With all
Yeah.
the porn-brained women.
Yeah, you're gonna need to make an article about them next.
No sexy schoolgirls, nothing.
Right.
So basically, guys, you can go as yourself.
After we've gone through the list, what can you dress up as? Like, what's safe?
You can go as a Ghostbuster, as one of the Ghostbusters. You can go as, but you can't. Okay, let me rephrase. You can go as one of the Ghostbusters as long as you're not playing as long as you're not going as Ernie Hudson's character. Because if you go as Winston, you know it's blackface.
But then you're specifically not dressing up as one of the female Ghostbusters, so that's misogynistic.
Yeah.
You can maybe dress up as like a piece of fruit. Like you could dress up as an apple. Maybe that wouldn't offend anyone.
I would love. So earlier I was talking about how like peak BuzzFeed or like one of these missing like media organizations was they would have sent somebody undercover to figure out whether the McDonald's ice cream machine was really broken or if they were lying and just saying it because they didn't want to make it. I wish they could hire somebody undercover to go to like the BuzzFeed Halloween party.
It must
To
be.
see-
Just the vibes are so atrocious. Every time I'm reminded of BuzzFeed's existence, it shocks me that they're still up and running. And actually, Vivek Ramaswamy is a major shareholder in the company now, and he's threatening to just buy them out completely if they don't meet his demands. So good on him. But let's look at some costumes that break all of the rules
Here we go. First,
that I saw on Twitter over the weekend. A man dressed as human trafficking. Human traffic king.
The
He's
question
wearing a
is-
traffic light and a crown.
If
And
you're-
he's a human traffic king.
The question is, I guess, is he lives for when somebody asks him who he is and he has to explain it.
Oh,
And-
yeah.
And his face starts smiling with every word
Yeah.
that he says.
I would love this. You know, he's holding up his hand because he wants to stop
Yes, he's stopping.
human trafficking. And then you've also got the Forbidden Diddy costume
I think-
with the baby oil. It's a couple's costume. Diddy and baby oil.
Yeah.
They said that didn't take long.
Because this tweet, I feel like I see this tweet every year. Maybe I'm just
Somewhere
misremembering
a
it.
white person is planning a Halloween costume for tonight that's gonna F up their whole future. Yeah, I think this kid might have done it.
Yeah.
There's also double mastectomy costumes now.
Can't do that.
Actual body horror.
Can't do that. And then you'll have to explain to people this one.
Saddam Hussein's hiding spot if he served.
They
You can dress up as Saddam Hussein's hiding spot.
Yep.
This person is wearing stilettos, by the way.
do we want to talk about gay Halloween?
Well, we're not even there yet. We still have to talk about more offensive costumes.
What do we have left?
I think there are Twin Towers couples costumes too.
That one, it's like missing here. I don't have the link. It's not. It was here. It's not here.
Oh,
anymore.
that's like we cannot miss that one.
I think they deleted.
I'm sending
it,
it
from
to
me.
you.
I think they deleted it from me. I think the CIA. Oh, there. I got it. Here we go. All right, here we go.
I mean, this was like years ago,
Yeah,
and
this
they
is
tried
an
to
old one.
ruin these girls' lives for wearing this. Like they dressed up in these really detailed homemade Twin Towers costumes.
And the thing is nowadays this might not be a problem because Gen Z looks at 9/11 vastly differently than previous generations.
Well, I think these girls are millennials, so I don't know. I guess
But I'm saying if they redid it today,
it was too fresh
Yeah.
back when they did it. There are also, back in 2015, Spirit Halloween sold Caitlyn Jenner costumes for men. It was just such a different time. And 2015, that's like current year. Like that was the last year where you could have even gotten away with that.
Yeah.
Just barely.
the I really think that people underestimate, not to get too like philosophical or analytical. I don't think people appreciate the pressure that's put on society when everything you do now has the chance of being recorded and
Yeah.
filmed. You look at those old videos where people are like, this was what high school was like in the year 2000. It's like a montage of people and they all make funny faces at the camera.
Right.
If somebody puts a camera in your face now, you don't make a funny face.
No,
you say,
you
you say
just get
what
really
content are you
uncomfortable."
making? Stop it.
Yeah.
Like,
You don't even want to be in the background of someone's photo or video.
people are on edge now
Mm-hmm.
because you're constantly under surveillance no matter what you do.
Yeah, so you can't wear offensive costumes. You can't make offensive jokes.
Is there a costume that you can think of that would offend you?
That would offend me?
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
What comes to mind
Yeah.
is Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox dressing up as a blasphemous portrayal of a nun and a priest that was very sexualized.
Okay.
And making a mockery of the Eucharist in doing so. That was not even that long ago. I think it was only a couple of years ago that they did that. And that offends me because I'm Catholic. I'm also willing to recognize that it's not going to offend most people. It's because
Yeah,
most of the people looking at this don't have any respect for my religion. They're not a part of it and they don't understand it. So yeah, I would find any like sexualized costume of a nun
Yeah.
offensive, or a saint or some religious figure. I would find that offensive. I'm also enough of an adult to understand that other people are not going to understand why it's offensive to me. So I don't even have the apparatus to control other people wearing those costumes. I would just rather not see them do it.
Yeah.
But for some reason, that concept is lost on people.
No,
now.
there's the desire to control and to enact your will on other people for those.
If I were a
things.
dictator, things would be different. But I'm not.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.